so much more than covering the material in a syllabus. So I try to follow that example today. As a professor, my dad enthusiastically helped thousands of students embrace the joy of music, and he guided them in learning the value of work and commitment, the ability to recover from your mistakes, and to be a person of your word. Dad's students made a lasting impression on him, and he on them. So who wouldn't want that, right? As a little girl, I knew what it meant to be a teacher. As you heard that my dad died when I was a senior in college, and my grad school plans were put on hold, and my dreams of being a professor at the same time. So let's fast forward 20 years. 20 years later, I went to a concert of my dad's friends. And playing in that band was my college boyfriend. Went backstage, said hello, we were both available. So what happened? We fell in love, we eloped, I quit my big corporate gig, started my agency, and I went back to school at the Annenberg School and finally completed my graduate studies. So, the best part of my life started then. Clearly being married to the man of my dreams has been important to me, but that's for another talk. I always say my worst day of teaching is better than my best day doing anything else in any other job. Most days my bright and caring students teach me more than I teach them. I believe that they feel my respect and genuine feelings for them as human beings, and I believe they respect me back the same way. Even though they tease me for my unbridled enthusiasm, by the way, I have had the word enthusiasm written on every single eval for 10 years. I don't like being enthusiastic. I want to be organized. I want to be direct. I want to be enthusiastic as well. Well, even so, they also say that it was a fantastic class. They got great advice. They had amazing guest speakers. That there were useful tips. They thanked me for listening. And most of all, they thanked me for pushing them harder than they thought I would, to do more work than they thought they could. So, for the parents in the room, I tell my students that I want them to get their money's worth in my class. I expect a great deal from my students and a great deal from myself, and I try to provide a positive example. That means we all work really hard. We are individuals of our word. We accept the consequences of our behavior. We learn from our experience. And we always find the time to find the joy to make it all worth it. We laugh a lot, sometimes with me, sometimes at me. All okay, I can do it. But most of the fun comes from mentoring. Knowing that I can serve as a mentor for my students, that I have the privilege to guide them and to support them and to encourage them and to help them prepare for life beyond USC. The best part is when my former students come back and see me years later, sharing their lives and allowing me, again, to trust them, allowing to trust my guidance. So clearly my enthusiasm, hard work, and genuine love for teaching hasn't been all bad. I cannot begin to say how thrilled I am to have received this lovely award. I do again wish to thank the Parents Association, the nominating committee, Mary Lou and Chelsea, and your gracious nomination was so appreciated, sweetie. She's here with a broken throat, no less. I want to also put a shout out to my incredible sister, my fabulous best friends, my adopted brother-in-law, and of course Dave, because without you, sweetheart, I would not have had this dream. You know, I feel my dad with me sometimes when I teach, when a student gets it, when I'm a little too silly or a lot too loud, when there's a gaggle of just so you know, the Post-it note that I put on my office door when I run out to go potty says Paula will be right back.